She's completely flirtatious with him.
Blake Lively completely exposes herself.
She seems like a bully. She was such a high-maintenance diva bully brat.
Ryan Reynolds broke down in tears, devastated by the betrayal of the one person he trusted most, his own wife. But the truth is, Blake felt the weight too. After 15 years of marriage, she'd grown tired of always being in second place to his endless bromance.
Kind of making a lot of gay jokes and like trying to normalize all of these gay jokes. But Hugh Jackman has been plagued with rumors of homosexuality throughout his entire career.
Honestly, they deserved each other. But now, caught in the aftermath of their chaos, it's their kids who are left to pick up the pieces.
He's one of those guys, so they are absolute bullies.
Ryan Reynolds, the guy Hollywood once paraded as the perfect husband, the ultimate family man, the golden boy who could do no wrong, just watched his fairytale life go up in flames. That signature red carpet smirk. The one that screamed, "I've got it all figured out." Now it's gone, replaced by a man standing amidst the wreckage of his own carefully crafted illusion.
And Ryan Reynolds, by all accounts, seems like a great guy. He is acting. By all accounts, he is a total pain in the ass.
And why? Because Blake Lively, yes, the same Blake everyone thought was Miss Classy, decided to betray him in the most pathetic, embarrassing way possible. Oh, it gets better. Not only did she cheat, but she also tried to upgrade him for Justin Baldoni, a man who's famous, sure, but not Ryan Reynolds famous.
A man being fully castrated by a woman who is using toxic feminism to get what she wants, right?
Let's rewind the disaster for a second. December 2024. Blake's fantasy falls apart, and suddenly, boom, lawsuits flying everywhere. Blake cries harassment, Baldoni countersues, and guess who looks like a fool in the middle of it all? Our boy Ryan.
Wants us to believe this is actionable harassment, what we just witnessed there. You tell me whether that's what that looks like to you.
Just when the world thought they'd be the next Hollywood royalty, Candace Owens comes crashing through, exposing Ryan's real life. She wasn't playing around either. She dropped the bomb that Ryan wasn't just hiding Blake's mess. He was hiding way more about himself, fake fronts, deep insecurities, the works. One minute, he's selling Mint Mobile with his charming smile. The next, he's scrambling to figure out how it all blew up in his face so fast and so publicly.
She, time and time again, she accuses him of doing something, which then when you hear the full context, is an absolute nothing burger.
Now let's talk about Blake for a second. This woman really thought she was starring in her own rom-com while filming It Ends With Us back in 2023. She wasn't just acting. Oh no. She was chasing Justin Baldoni around like a desperate fangirl at a comic convention. And not in a cute, flirty way. We're talking full-court press. Blake was out here rewriting steamy scenes just to get closer to him. Let's not forget her flirty comment on Baldoni's workout video. Amazing, now try it pregnant. Who even says that? Who looks at a married man and thinks it's cute?
She's completely flirtatious with him.
But the best part. Baldoni wasn't buying what she was selling. He shut her down cold. No drama, no show. He straight up told her, "I'm not even attracted to you." And that's when things got ugly. Blake's ego couldn't handle rejection. No. Golden Girl Blake Lively doesn't get rejected. So what does she do? She pulls the dirtiest Hollywood move ever, files harassment claims. Because if you can't have the guy, you destroy him. That's Hollywood 101.
When Ms. Lively later objected to this behavior, Mr. Baldoni's response was, "I'm not even attracted to you."
Behind-the-scenes leaks didn't waste any time proving who the real villain was. Turns out, it was Blake all along, making the moves, not Baldoni. Every steamy scene. Pushed by Blake. Every awkward comment. Blake. The desperate attempts to grab attention. All Blake. Baldoni. He was just trying to survive the circus without getting cancelled.
That's another allegation, Holmes, is that she started to rewrite scenes that nobody had asked her to rewrite.
Meanwhile, back at Dumb and Dumber headquarters, Ryan Reynolds is standing by his woman like a loyal golden retriever. Poor guy actually believed all of Blake's lies.
Wasn't in the best place. I told them that I was exhausted, that I haven't given myself time to recover or time to heal.
He didn't just believe her. He went nuclear on Baldoni's career without even checking the receipts. His agency, WME. They dropped Baldoni faster than Ryan drops a bad Deadpool joke. All because Ryan was so desperate to protect his little perfect family image. And
I'm just shocked at how many lies were told, okay?
Summer 2024 rolls around, and guess what? A fake voicemail magically appears out of thin air, allegedly from Baldoni apologizing to Blake. Super convenient, right? Except tech experts tore that thing apart. It was chopped up, stitched together, and completely fake. Metadata analysis showed it was faker than...
And here is part of that leaked audio as of yesterday. Take a listen to Justin Baldoni groveling, is the only way to describe it, to Blake Lively.
I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank.
Now Ryan's sitting there like a complete idiot. He finds out Blake not only lied but staged an entire fake scandal to cover up her own humiliating rejection. And it gets better. Leaks start spilling everywhere showing Blake was sneaking behind Ryan's back during filming, rewriting scenes just to get more private time with Baldoni. Imagine thinking your wife is just passionate about her craft, when she's actually crafting her way into another man's trailer. Brutal.
And no amount of I'm sorry's will ever undo it. Hurt people hurt people.
Late 2024 hits, and sponsors start running for the hills. Let's be honest, no company wants to slap their logo on a sinking ship. The perfect couple brand that made them millions. Toast. Dead. Burnt. Ryan's precious family image was as fake as Blake's crocodile tears on set. Nobody...
Where Blake Lively completely exposes herself and just says it out loud with no qualms. This is what I do. The whole thing Justin's put out in his documents, she just admitted.
And the worst part, Ryan didn't just lose face, he lost everything. He tried to protect a woman who was out here playing Hollywood Tinder while married. The same woman who used the Me Too movement as her personal revenge tool just because a married man said, "Nah, I'm good." If humiliation was an Olympic sport, Ryan and Blake would be taking home the gold.
This person is not an honest broker. I believe her less than ever. I actually disbelieve her fully now.
It's almost funny, in a tragic way. Here's a guy who spent his entire career building up this goofy, charming, relatable dad persona, only for the world to find out he's been played by a woman who thought she was too pretty to ever hear the word no. The second someone told her no, she burned her whole life down, trying to make it their fault. But hey, at least now Ryan gets to experience what it's like to be just another Hollywood punchline. Congrats, buddy. You finally got a reality check. Too bad it came wrapped in lawsuits, fake voicemails, career suicide, and a one...
And like I told you, that accusation, it can be real. In a lot of circumstances, it goes on a lot in Hollywood.
Blake Lively didn't just shatter your life. She exposed you both for exactly what you are. Two frauds who thought they could lie to everyone forever without ever facing the music. You'd think after Blake's disaster with Baldoni and Ryan's public humiliation, they'd take a little break from embarrassing themselves. But no. Of course not. Because right when you thought it couldn't get messier, along comes the bombshell that nukes whatever dignity Ryan Reynolds had left.
I'm really sorry. I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. I am far from perfect.
Blake's old interview resurfaces, where she basically admits she was stuck in a business partnership marriage. Yep, she said the quiet part out loud. Turns out, the picture-perfect Reynolds Lively love story wasn't a love story at all. It was a transaction. A brand partnership. A fake fairy tale sold to idiots like us, so we'd buy more tickets, more...
Guys can hang out with one another, but he feels like he has to make that effort. So he's like, nothing's weird here, nothing's weird. Bromances are so normal. I mean, notoriously, that's the reason why he flew out Liz playing.
And it gets worse. Candace Owens exposed the beard marriage theory, flat out saying what everyone else was whispering. Blake married Ryan to cover up his real interests. Apparently, it wasn't just acting gigs Ryan was chasing, it was bromance. Oh yes, the glorious bromance. And not in the ha-ha, let's play football way. No. in the way that makes you seriously question why a grown man with 4 kids acts like he's auditioning for a romantic comedy 24/7.